If you have ever awoken and wondered what happened to the person you once were, then you already know what gaslighting entails. According to the Meriam Webster Dictionary, gaslighting is a psychological manipulation of a person, usually over an extended period of time, that causes the victim to question the validity of their own thoughts, perceptions of reality, or memories, and typically leads to confusion, loss of confidence and self-esteem, uncertainty about one's emotional or mental stability, and a dependency on the perpetrator. Gaslighting can be a very effective tool for the abuser to control an individual. It is done gradually so that the victim dismisses the event as a one-time occurrence or an anomaly and does not realize they are being controlled and manipulated. If you're wondering what gaslighting is, it's important to understand, in case it happens to you. There are many types of abusive people or relationships you can find yourself in. The hardest and most destructive part is loving a narcissist. A narcissist is someone who only cares about themselves. Gaslighting is a tool a narcissist uses to throw all sorts of emotional nonsense at you to blow up a situation so you can't see what's real and what's not. This is a nice tactic, like throwing gas on a fire. Before you know it, everything is out of control. You find yourself trying to turn it off, as you know. When a narcissist is questioned about their actions or character, their instinct is to defend themselves with whatever they have. When you submit and take the blame, even if you're not at fault, and start your apology tour for everything you've done in your life. They kick you, then they kick you when you're even more down, until you're left with a shell of yourself. If that's how you feel half the time, guess what? You are on gas. How do you know if you have just been lit with gas? To understand this, you need to understand the effect a narcissist can have on you. Therapists all describe the same scenario of people coming out of a relationship with a narcissist. They feel like they are no longer themselves. They don't know where their strength has gone. They don't know why they chase a person like crazy. The person who ends up coming out of a narcissistic and abusive relationship simply knows that they no longer know what is true and what is not. That's the problem with getting over a relationship with a narcissist. You are not alone if this resonates with you. There is a way to break the cycle of abuse and find the truth, not just about who you are, but what has been done to you. Gaslighting is just one tactic, but a very powerful tactic used to systematically steal your mind, body, and soul. There are 9 warning signs of gaslighting tactics every victim should know. Number 1. They use your insecurities against you. When you confront a narcissist, regardless of whether it's about something you're unhappy with, something they've done wrong, a lie they've been caught in, or threatening their ego in any way, he pulls out his arsenal. They target all of your insecurities because they are experts at identifying them. You are told that nobody likes you. When gaslighting, whatever brings you down and silences you is fair game. Number 2. They bring up your past transgressions to demonstrate that you are a pathetic individual. Since they mentally keep track of everything you've done to harm them, they use this as an opportunity to throw them all at you for good measure. You quickly find yourself apologizing, pleading, and questioning what went wrong. They never forgive and never forget. They simply store all the ugliness you've ever shown them in a tool bag to use against you when they want to silence you. Number 3. They manipulate you to provoke a response, and then point the finger at you. If you leave every argument wondering what just happened, how could I have thought I was correct, and then walked out screaming and apologizing for 3 days? I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but you're likely to be gassed. Number 4. You become agitated and end up apologizing. If you are upset and know they did something wrong, such as lie to you, and you discuss it with them, they will make you feel like you are too needy and it was all your fault. You go from attempting to have a civil discussion about how they have wronged you to begging and apologizing for having lost your ever-loving spirit. Number 5. You have completely lost your mind. If you used to be a relatively placid person, but now you can hardly handle anything without losing your mind, it is because what was up is now down and what was below is now up. Gaslighting is not exceptional. It's a constant mental workout that makes you question who you are, do things you never thought you were capable of, and sever relationships with other people in your life. Number 6. Gaslighting is intended to confuse the target. When a narcissist informs you, they never provide specifics such as, "My friends don't like you because you're rude to them." Instead, they employ broad generalizations that create the impression that everyone is against you. In addition to being disliked by everyone, the narcissist refuses to tell you what you did. They say things such as, "It's you, you make everyone uncomfortable." They make you question who you believe yourself to be on the inside and what others think of you. Number 7. Everyone is indirectly involved in the conflict. The primary objective of gaslighting is to create the impression of consensus. The narcissist begins a campaign of character assassination well before you can even anticipate it. Soon, nobody will speak to you anymore. However, you do not know why. Therefore, when you ask the narcissist's best friend, he claims ignorance. The truth is that the foundation for your character's annihilation was laid long ago. Therefore, when the narcissist enlightens you, he has a team to use against you. Number 8. What you say is twisted to make you appear to be the bad guy. If you comment on the fact that they spend more time with their friends than you do, they will accuse you of attempting to control and isolate them from their friends. Gaslighting is when someone uses your words against you. Even if you write them down and read them, you wonder how they could possibly not understood what was said. The more explanations you provide, the more they twist. You are left in ruins, curled into a ball, and wondering what just occurred. Number 9. They are extremely aggressive and dangerous. It's not just about the words that they speak. The narcissist threatens you with aggressive behavior and excessive intimidation when you turn them on. It is threats and intimidation in all its forms when someone tells you they want to hurt you, yell at you, or run away from you so that you end up chasing them and pushing yourself to the limit. A narcissist does numerous abusive things to their victim. This explains why it is so difficult for you to escape it. The cornerstones of a relationship with a narcissist include convincing yourself that you're insane, that everything is your fault, and forcing yourself to be someone you're not. What is gaslighting, then? At its core, gaslighting is merely a tactic, but it is the only weapon a narcissist possesses. The ultimate form of psychological manipulation, gaslighting, is a physically and emotionally threatening tactic used to silence you by making you question your sanity, your goodness, and what you are and are not. If you have ever awoken and wondered what happened to the person you once were, then you already know what gaslighting entails. And it will continue until you escape. We put our hearts and souls into creating these videos. There is still much work to be done. We hope you will like our efforts and share them with your friends. Thank you for watching.